girl, I'll leave him. I don't do that. And I've had friends to call me that have had situations that happen in a relationship. And all I can do is give you the best advice, but I don't tell nobody they should leave somebody. I don't get into that. That's not my business. Now, you do what you want. Sometimes I may tell you, what I would do in a situation
or say
like
something
that.
like you deserve better, but that person can be better if y'all work on it, because I won't tell nobody that marriage is easy. It's hard. It's hard work. My husband even tell you he ain't get married no more.
Oh, yeah,
and I mean for this to be some hard work. You gonna put in some work in this marriage, because I got to put in some work in this marriage. We both got to put in some work.
Yeah.
And it's up to you whether you want to get married again if I die, because it's the only way you get.
I tell my wife
marriage.
all the time, you deserve this insurance policy, because
yes.
when
I've been working
leave
hard
here,
for it.
Yeah, and vice versa. Like, you deserve it, but marriage for me is off the table. I tell my wife all the time. She'd be like, "Is that you make marriage sound so bad when you said?" I said, "Nah."
Because he got to work.
No, I said ain't that. I just.
He got to put in more work in this relationship than any other relationship he's been in.
Not necessarily just that. I think just I've been taught or learned enough to know how to take care of the kids. How to I like them vacationing. I like so I know these things. I spend it with my kids.
He know how to do everything on his own.
Everything. I know how to wash clothes, wash dishes,
you
mop.
knew that before we got together, but I have told you a lot of being patient.
Definitely that. The patience is there.
Yeah, communication.
Communication is there now.
Even when you're mad, you got to communicate. Maybe not right then, but you got to communicate.
But I would just spend that
before
time,
things get bad and your thoughts start running away, make you want to go do something crazy. So you got to definitely communicate.
And I ain't gonna sit here and say, "Oh, I wouldn't date no more," and she wouldn't date. No, that ain't. We don't do all that. You know what I'm saying? Like that would be selfish for people to be sitting around talking about, "If I leave here, you should never date nobody." Hey man, that's life. Like when I leave here, I don't care what happened. It is what it is. At the end of the day,
in the ground. What I'm gonna do for you?
The memories were good. That's all life is. My biggest thing is just when you step before him in the pearly gates, you need to make sure your soul is right.
And then who's to say? People want to be like, "Oh, you should wait a year. You should wait 2 years, 5 years after your spouse died." It's whenever you're ready in your heart, in your mind, and your soul. When you feel like you're ready to date again, that's when you should date again. Don't let nobody tell you, "Oh, you need to wait a certain amount of time." No, it's whenever your heart is ready.
Yeah, because I done seen people be like, "Oh, I can't believe he or she start dating that fast." I'd be like, I don't care. It ain't my business. It ain't my relationship. It ain't my household. I'm happy for them. If they find love after. I mean, you don't know what kind of terms and agreements that couple had. You know what I mean? So the wife could have said, or vice versa. The wife could have said, "If something happened to me, I want you to find a young lady that'll help you raise the kid." You don't know. But people with so judgmental till they think they can judge a person based upon what they do. But you wasn't there with the conversation they have. People don't be there with the conversations me and my wife have had. So I don't get in people's business. I don't judge people. I treat everybody the same. And even sometimes when people do things to me that I don't like or I don't agree with, I don't hate you. I just know how to deal with you. And I don't deal with you in a bad way, a disrespectful way. I just don't deal with you like that. I speak, I keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? So.
And when it comes to advice, you have to be careful who you ask advice. And that's even true. The advice you get, even with us, think about it. You know what I'm saying? Pray about it. And then let God lead you to your decision, even after you ask for advice. But we love to give advice if you ask. Even if if somebody asks me a question, I'm like, okay, that's something for a man. Ask my husband. I let people talk to my husband a lot. Yeah, get the phone. People like, I don't want no disrespect. There ain't no disrespect to me, honey, because I am comfortable with this man and where he at, and I know he know where he live. I know he know what he got. I ain't worried about that stuff. Is so beneath me. Worrying about my husband and what he might do and what he gonna do, because like he used to tell me when we first got together, if somebody gonna want to do something, they'll do it even in your face, and you won't even know they doing it. They might tell you, I'm going to the convenience store, and they round the corner at somebody's house. Yeah, exactly. So if somebody want to do
in the car.
something, they're gonna do
I've
it.
seen it in the car.
So it don't matter. So I don't have time to worry about stuff like that. Yeah, talk to my husband. He got great advice. I still get advice.
And if
from
I
him.
don't know, it's older men that I have to call upon sometime and ask them. Even when we agree to disagree sometime, I still have to reach out to older gentlemen and be like, let me ask you something. How would you handle this situation between you and your wife?
Exactly.
And that's how life should be. Like when you have gotten up in age, like I tell people all the time, man, just for somebody to 60, 65, it's a blessing to live, you know, through those days and be able to give younger people advice and stuff on relationship and marriage and things of that nature. You know, like life ain't easy. You know, it's the truth. It's the God and the truth. It's not easy.
But on that note, we're almost to our destination. So we're going to come back to talk to you good people more in depth and as much as you want to. Until then, be blessed. We love y'all.
Have a great life.